Hello, and you're very welcome to the Embassy of Ireland. My name is Ciara Lacey, I'm the Deputy Head of Mission and I'll be your tour guide today. We're just at the entrance door now, but if you follow me through, I'll show you the rest of the embassy. This is the main entrance lobby of the embassy. If you ever visited the embassy before, this would be where we receive guests. Generally, this is as far as members of the public get into the embassy. From this window, we do our consular work, where we issue passports and visas, and we offer assistance to Irish citizens in Korea. However, today we'll show you the rest of the embassy. This is the office of the Ambassador, Mr. Julian Clare.
Hello, I'm Julian Clare, the Irish Ambassador. It's really, people often say that the Koreans are the Irish of Asia. We are two countries which have had the experience of being colonised, but in modern times have used the only resources with which we were endowed, the resources of our people, to forge modern, open trading economies. The experience of COVID has also brought our countries closer together. Korea gave so many countries, including Ireland, a tremendous example in 2020 in how to manage and contain the coronavirus pandemic. But I have to say, on a personal level, for me and for my family, it's been an enormous honour and a great pleasure to have served 4 years as ambassador in Korea. Thank you.
This is my own office, which I share with our agricultural attaché, Mr. Cormac Fitzpatrick. I've been here in Korea for 2 years, and Mr. Fitzpatrick has been here for 1 year.
안녕하세요. My name is Cormac Fitzpatrick. Agriculture is very important for us in Ireland. We have a mild climate, and visitors often comment on how beautiful our green fields are. These conditions and our lovely green grass are great for raising animals and for producing healthy food. We like to be able to offer our safe and healthy food to our friends all over the world. An example of a project that is going on at the moment is our work with the Korean government to make it possible for you to enjoy tasty Irish beef here in Korea.
This is where our office manager, Mr. Sung, sits. He's working very hard today, as you can see. We're here now at the Embassy's library, which is named after Father Kevin O'Rourke, a very valuable member of the Irish community. Father Kevin O'Rourke came to Korea first as a missionary in the 1960s, and he spent the rest of his life here after he fell in love with the country. Father O'Rourke was awarded a PhD in Korean literature from a Korean university in the 1980s, and he was one of the most important translators of Korean poetry into English throughout his life. Father O'Rourke passed away last year, and he's a fitting person for our library to be named after. We'll go inside now. In the library we have quite a large collection of books on a number of topics, including Irish and Korean culture, history, politics and literature. We also have a section specifically on the work of Father Kevin O'Rourke. The Irish community in Korea is relatively small. We have about 700 Irish people in Korea at any one time, most of whom are teaching English in the country. There are a number of Irish community organisations that work with this community in order to promote Irish culture in Korea. The Irish Association works to promote Irish culture in Korea, and its most important event each year is the St. Patrick's Day Festival, which happens in Shindarim every March. There are other Irish community organisations as well, including some clubs that play traditional Irish sports, such as Gaelic football and hurling. Seoul Gaels has had success on an international stage at the Asian Gaelic Games. There are also clubs in Busan and Daegu that represent Irish people overseas. The Korean community in Ireland is a little bit smaller, but every year about 600 Korean people, young Korean people, travel to Ireland as part of our working holiday programme. These young Korean people have an opportunity to live and work in Ireland for a year, and many of them have an opportunity to study English while they're there as well. Enterprise Ireland is the organisation that covers promoting Irish businesses in Korea. Annual trade between Ireland and Korea is approximately €2 billion at the moment.
Hi everyone, my name is Taewon Ong and I am Enterprise Ireland Country Manager for Korea. Enterprise Ireland is the Irish state agency helping Irish companies to innovate and export globally so that they succeed. South Korea is a very important market for Irish exporters. Ireland is South Korea's 6th largest medical device supplier in terms of export value. We hope to further develop and deepen our relationship with South Korea in a mutually beneficial way.
Thank you very much for joining our tour of the Embassy today. I hope you learned something about Ireland and Korea, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.